We are watching the weather pattern across Europe for storm Evo that's affecting now many parts of Iberia and France with snow and rain and gusty winds, and we are still watching for some future storms. There's this small front the GFS shows today and tomorrow, the UK with some rain and snow, and still watching for a low pressure northern Africa and Tunisia. On Saturday shows some storms in the Mediterranean, and the GFS also showing this other Atlantic front going down to Spain and doing something very weird near Morocco. In Spain, some more rain and snow, and there's the European. To see the pattern here, shows the front in the UK too, shows rain and snow there, spots of the UK into northern France, and spots of snow until tomorrow. This goes and it shows more snow tomorrow into Saturday in the Pyrenees, so some heavier snow on the Pyrenees. And beware if you are in northern Tunisia and Algeria, shows storms there Saturday into Sunday. The European does the same thing, gets more snow into Spain and Portugal, and more rain there starting late Saturday into Sunday, starting Sunday actually. It goes and goes all the way down to Morocco by Monday. Some rain and snow in Morocco and Algeria. So watch out for that too. And long term, we are watching more fronts on the 8th in Iberia and France, more rain and snow. The Europeans some more aggressive fronts into Iberia, into the UK and France later on the 10th, and even later on the 11th, all the way to Northern Africa. So be watching now. On the 13th, it's doing something very crazy to Iberia and more spots. But just in the short term, be careful the snow there in France, Spain, and eventually to the Alps too on Saturday. Shows some snow there. And this goes, shows the low pressure in the Mediterranean, eventually affecting Greece, some mainly rain, some storms, but some snow too in the mountains, and even to southern Romania and Bulgaria Monday, and eventually some big stuff into Turkey, some nasty snow starting next Tuesday. So just to let you know, but we might have more videos about that. So this goes and like, so be aware. There's the DRO model, this high resolution model, shows here the accumulation of snow until Saturday or something. So it just shows 11 hours here. So I think it's just in next 11 hours. Shows a lot on the Pyrenees. Some spots there in France to 40 centimeters, 50. So be careful there on the Pyrenees. And some other spots of Spain, the mountains there. Beware. And if I keep this going, so this is until Friday, 6 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m. Shows even more accumulating the Central Pyrenees. So be careful, South Central France, as you can see there too. Be aware. And especially the Pyrenees, some snow squalls and the avalanche danger. And be careful, there will be some heavy accumulations there. So stay safe. Now the temperatures are still somewhat above average in Russia, but there's this patch of below average temperatures starting the 31st there to Spain, Portugal, especially the UK, Germany slightly below average, not crazy, but later shows another patch in Portugal and Spain on the 2nd down to Morocco there to watch in Algeria, and it gets a cold air mass from Russia there down to Romania, Moldova by the 5th, and Turkey, Greece, so maybe some colder temperatures there on the 6th, and still watching this on the 13th in Western Europe. But these models change all the time. We keep watching the European 60 goes until the 6th and shows the cold wave there, and Turkey, Ukraine, Romania, those areas there. The 0 European shows that as well, and does show like 18 a little bit below average again. So we're still watching this, and for snow in other parts of Europe, and there's the European model shows in the Pyrenees, but since it's not a high resolution model, it only shows like 8 centimeters on the Pyrenees, while the high resolution model showed 50 plus just in the next 48 hours. So just to let you know, because I trust more those high resolution models. So if one day I show you here with this model like 18 centimeters, 20 centimeters, know that there might be more than what I'm showing you here. So in the Alps shows the snow too, uh, shows there in Spain, northern Spain, and some spots central, the mountains, southern Spain, in Algeria, Morocco, next 5 days until Tuesday the 4th, spots in northern Algeria there, Morocco. So be aware, and there's this low pressure spinning in northwestern Russia with a lot of snow, so be careful there too, some 30 plus centimeters, spots of Belarus, and if I put this just until Saturday, already shows some there, and until Tuesday it shows even more, some in Latvia, Estonia, some spots there, so be aware, and scared in some spots of Bulgaria, Greece, Romania, the mountains a little bit, so be aware, starting Turkey there, especially in the Caucasus, and shows next 5 days more in Norway, central northern Norway, and northern Sweden, a few spots southern Sweden, but very little western Norway and Iceland, especially heavy in some spots of Iceland, very heavy in the mountains, and even Reykjavik, some 18 centimeters. Be careful the east coast of Greenland if you are there. Shows like in those towns, some 83 centimeters plus 67 centimeters, so be careful there. And long range until the 12th shows a lot in Turkey there and Asia, so talk about the Himalayas, Western Asia and everything tomorrow. Stay tuned for that, or Saturday. But in Europe shows more long range in Norway, some more in the UK, and Greenland and Iceland especially. But this is too far. So short range shows some of those islands there in the UK. So beware, Denmark shows a strip into Germany. So be careful in terms of rain accumulation. Shows more northernmost Tunisia and Algeria. Be careful, some heavy rain at times, maybe a small flooding threat. As you get the low pressure, the Mediterranean, Sicily, even those storms, there can be some strong thunderstorms and some severe weather, including this. So beware in Greece too. And yeah, now for temperatures, still cold. So like now in the Alps, shows very cold. Those areas there shows in Norway, Sweden too, -17, so -11. Cold in Iceland, and it's not even the coldest part of the night yet. So during the morning, like late night, shows some -6 in Spain, some -1, -1 in Madrid, some 5 on the coast, some -4, -5 the Pyrenees, central northern France, so some spots there, into like the Alps, some -15. Norway, Sweden, Finland, some -12, -11. Finland, some -2, and Iceland. So beware, Friday warms up a little bit, but Friday night to Saturday morning, colder in Germany. Be aware of like some frost and wind chills in Czechia, some -8 in Austria, Slovakia, Poland. Be aware, even spots of the Balkans, Albania, Montenegro, colder in those areas there. So stay safe. This goes Saturday. Starting Sunday, get us below average temperature. Shows in Germany, so -4. Much of France, part of the UK, Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands. Creeping to Spain there. So -10 on the Pyrenees, in the Alps, very cold. Some spots in the Balkans, too, in through Eastern Europe. Finland still active temperature, especially in Sweden and Norway. So be aware in Iceland too. This goes, and still cold by Monday morning. So especially there like Sweden, Finland, some spots -13, some -10, The Alps minus 14. Denmark, spots of France, still cold. So beware the winds on those feels like temperatures. And yeah, northern Spain, those spots there. So Monday, this goes into Tuesday, still shows cold, but mainly in Eastern Europe. Shows there like Finland, very negative temperatures during the night, much of southeastern Eastern Europe, Germany, Poland, still some of the west, and Wednesdays. So during the day warms up a bit, but like the night of the 7th, a week from now, shows all the way to like minus 13 Macedonia, Bulgaria minus 14, Greece very cold too, into Turkey, bunch of negative temperatures there, Central Europe. So we'll keep watching this, but be aware. One last thing now. So for for wingers, they're still kind of strong in Spain, spots in southern France. So in the UK, windier too into Saturday because of those fronts, those crazy Atlantic systems into Iceland, and shows the low pressure in the Mediterranean, slightly breezy in some spots, but nothing that crazy. Invention to the Black Sea on like after Monday the 3rd. So be aware. So right now still shows gusty across Spain. Still be careful there. The Pyrenees, spots of southern France, is the coast of Ireland too. So this goes. Things. Let's talk more about Morocco. The Canary Islands shows Sahara gusts around as well. Where right now westernmost Algeria. So this goes shows like Friday afternoon Sahara central Algeria, Libya, sometimes into Chad. So be aware Morocco, those areas there, and Iceland and Green, especially Green. Please be careful if you're in those towns. Some very high gusts there, and the winds and everything. So stay safe. Friday into Saturday still shows some wind in Algeria Saturday, northern Chad, Sudan, some in Belarus, because that low pressure in Russia, Lithuania, so Saturday. This goes passes very close to the UK, but more in Iceland. The wind, so be aware there. And shows more like in the Mediterranean, some isolated stronger gusts rotating around this low pressure. Sunday, Monday, European showing this front crossing the UK, Sahara gusts on Monday into Tuesday, and more later, especially in Iceland, potentially Wednesday, the 5th, so very high gusts, and maybe near Greece, some areas the Mediterranean. And yeah, this is Wednesday, so be aware of these systems in Europe and stay safe.